Hey guys, I want to talk to you about Haptic coins. I've gone through a lot of them, and you've seen some of them in my unboxing, and some of them are just gone from my collection. I've been buying and selling a lot to try to narrow down what's really good. So this is what I have right now. So these three are from ACEDC. This is an Umburry. This is a Finetic EDC Tide coin, and then this is a collaboration coin between Lottie and ACEDC. Okay, these are Zerk, plastic, copper, plastic. Okay, so if you pay attention, you can see that they're all different. Now, I've noticed that the Umburry, now I will say that Umburry was the inventor of the Haptic coin. Cody Umburger, he's the one who actually invented the thrust bearing, which is this little fella. So the way it works is you've got attracting magnets right here, and as you twist the coin, it goes up and then it clicks back down hard because of the attracting magnets. So that's what causes that clanking noise. Now, I've had a bunch of Umburry ones, and the only one that I really liked was that aluminum one that I had, but I sold it to somebody. I mean, with this, you know, with collecting, you always gotta have things moving. But some of these I'm never gonna sell. Like this is the Umburry Stipple, one of the first Haptic coins I ever got. And I've got a thing for copper, and this thing looks just like antique, and I don't think I'll ever get rid of it. I like it a lot, even though it doesn't give the greatest feedback. Now with these Haptic coins, you've got to really go slowly. Sorry, the slower you go, the better, the louder it will be. Now that's not always the case. Let me show you this right out of the box. This is the mini donut in acrylic mini donut from ACEDC. Listen to this. I can just go at this joker and it's just gonna keep popping. I think it has to do with the fact that it's so light, and I've noticed that plastic makes the loudest popping noises. Even though it's light and, you know, people don't like the material that well, but when it comes to like Haptic coins, plastic and lighter materials actually work better. So this is see-through, so you can see the thrust bearing in there. So I'm never getting rid of this either, because like it's just perfect. Even though it wasn't that expensive, I think it cost me like 45 bucks. Okay, so then let's move on to this. This is, I've noticed I had a couple of Haptic coins in stainless steel and they just didn't work too well. I don't know why. The Zerk ones seem to work a lot better and they feel better. So the Zerk seems to make a haptic noise kind of like the plastic, but in a more premium material. And I promised myself I wasn't going to get into Zerk, but it sounds a lot nicer than the stainless steel when it comes to Haptic coins. So this is the, I think this is the full-size milklet or the mini milklet. I'm not sure exactly. And then here is the donut. Well, before we get into the donut, this is the Lottie ACEDC collaboration coin. Again, I had the stainless steel one of this one and it just didn't work well. I don't know why. So you see, got the numbers in there. Each one of these has the thrust bearing. Now, I will say, the only way that I was able to get this Zerk donut to work is by taking out the bearing. There's a bearing that normally goes inside of this thing. but the only way that I can make it work is by taking the bearing out. I don't know why. My friend Kevin over at Lefty EDC, he has a ton of these and he gets them to work all the time. But I can only get it to work without the bearing. But I like the donut because you get a lot of like vibration when you twist it. But he is right, he sold this to me. He is right, it's slippery. So it's hard to, I really want to get, they have a new one out that's called like the Moon Crater, and it's like, feels like a rock, I guess. I will say I don't really like the matte finish Zerk. I mean, it feels okay. Kinda a little bit reminds me of a chalkboard, but it's got very good traction on it, so I'm gonna keep those. And then I wanted to talk to you about this Tide coin. So I got a lot of corrections on that video that I made with this one. So unlike these, which are all magnetic based, and they all work the same with the same kind of thrust bearing, this, as you can see, which is pretty cool since it's clear. So if you see right here, you've got these like balls that stay in place, and as you're twisting, the balls move and then go into the slots, and that's where you're getting your haptic noise. So there is no bearings. I mean, there is a bearing in there, I think, but there is no magnets. So it's so funny because earlier this week, my family had like this emergency where I had to jump out of bed and help them out, and I had this baby in my pocket, and this is what I had the entire day, and my phone like ran out of batteries, and I just had this, and I was just like, and it was nerve-wracking, and I just was like just going at it, and you know, it actually is really good. I'm never ever getting rid of this one because this nice guy Tim gave this to me as a gift, and I love it. I don't care that it's cracked. I wanted it, and he gave it to me, and it was just like the nicest thing ever. But anyway, at first I kind of wrote this off, but this provided me with a nice amount of quiet fidget time because, you know, I was around family and I had a lot going on. So, but anyway, if you're new to the haptic coin, now I will say the haptic coin, just to interrupt myself, the haptic coin genre of fidgets is one of my favorite. It just feels good to just get that feedback, and it's mindless. So if you have 0 haptic coins, I would recommend going directly with ACEDC. And I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate with that, but I started with Umburry, and it's not as poppy or easy to use as ACEDC. It's a lot more muted. I mean, the outsides are fancier. I mean, it's got better materials. They have awesome designs, you know, but it's just, you really gotta go slow, and you gotta, it's a very muted. If you have limited funds, definitely get one of these acrylic ones. It's like one of the loudest haptic coins I have. Cheap, pops right out of the box. Take it wherever you want, like it's light. But the smaller one that I have is this Lottie one. Now this one, these Lottie ones are fancy. You're paying for the Lottie brand, you know. This is no better than these, but these are all kind of expensive. But again, Lefty EDC said, I haven't tried the titanium version of the donut. He said the titanium one is good too. But now the stainless steel one that I got was a trade with somebody else. When you could do trades, you don't know what kind of condition they're in. So I don't know. But I was never really able to get it to snap like this. I will say that the donuts have the biggest learning curve. So, okay, so brand new and on a budget, this. If you have a little bit of money to spend, I really love these donuts. I don't know why, but the milk lids you can't go wrong with, but the donuts are just so much fun. I don't know why. And then if you're looking for a showpiece, these are great too. But all of these I'm not getting rid of. These things are staying in my collection, unless maybe I get a better feeling Zerp milk lid. I mean, it feels okay, but it just reminds me of a chalkboard for some reason. But anyway, well, that's it. Those are my Haptic coins that I am never going to get rid of, and I hope that this video kind of opened the door a little bit to Haptic coins for you and answered some questions. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button, and have a great day.